Well, I'm on my way to work, but last night I was about to go to bed. Just started laying down, turned on the TV in the room for a minute, and some kind of little sitcom show was on. Don't even know what it was called. Don't even think I've even seen it before. I do not watch that kind of garbage on TV. So it happened to be on. I think it was one of the kids channels, which every now and then we're in the room, kids come in or whatever, we'll flip on the little cartoon channel for them or something. But it wasn't a cartoon, it was an actual sitcom. And before I can change the channel, because again, I do not want to watch that crap. Fake reality TV, whatever, sitcoms, none of it's real. It's just complete fake. Yet you watch it and it programs you. That's why they call it television programming. They're not kidding. Because everything you experience in life, everything you taste, everything you touch, everything you see, everything you hear, etc., you're actually programming yourself kind of like you would program a computer. A computer's dumb until a human being comes in and programs it. Makes it do stuff. Makes it be able to somewhat, think for itself, so to speak, to a certain extent, and actually do things. Well, I'm not saying human beings are completely dumb. Obviously, that's not true. But we respond the same way. Input. Just like a computer, you input data, input programming code into the computer, and it responds. You input data into people, so to speak. Again, music, sounds, something you see, a picture, a painting, video, TV, whatever it is, you're actually programming yourself one way or the other. Even if you don't take anything with it. Well, I'm not programmed. I don't think any different after I saw that show. Well, you may not think that you think any different, but you do recall that you saw that show. You have a memory that tells you, hey, I saw that show, I remember what it was about, blah, blah, blah. So you just wasted some of your, quote, hard drive space to retain that nonsense on TV, or whatever it was. So I just wanted to throw that out there for a second before I continue what I was going to say. And you'll see why I just said that. So anyways, I turned the TV on last night. Before I could flip the channel, I noticed something that I barely caught it. All right, it almost went right by me, in other words, but I caught it. And this is something that everyone will understand what I'm talking about. You turn on a TV show like that, the perfect show is that one that I'm talking about, where it's like a little sitcom. There are no sitcoms that are not funny. They're all, whoa. Dang. We're pulling this little driveway here. Camera falling all up on me. Let's try that again. So I turn the TV show on, right? Sitcoms, they're not funny. They're usually, they're usually about something, oh, that's funny kind of thing, throw a little one-liner, two-liner in there, make you laugh, and that's kind of how the whole show goes. There's just little one-liners here and there, you just kind of giggling a little bit. Anyways, the show's on. As soon as I turn it on, I keep hearing, I don't know what they call this, but I call it the fake audience laugh. It's not part of the show. There's not really an audience there watching and laughing. But every time you hear a stupid, dumb, not even close to being funny, one-liner, two-liner, you hear the little It's a little bit different. It's not the same audience, same laugh every time. They changed up just slightly every time they give a little one-liner to give you the appearance that, oh, there's just people there laughing at that particular part, so maybe I should laugh too. When he said that one-liner, that was the cue card in your ear. Oh, I hear other people laughing, I should probably laugh too. But it was so stupid, that's why it kind of almost slipped by me but didn't. Because I'm thinking to myself, why do I hear this audience laughing at something that isn't even like funny. Like, I don't even know if it was supposed to be funny, and someone just pressed the button to audience laugh. Audience laugh. It's a fake laugh. It's nothing more than a sound bite. Right? A sound bite. No different than when you're making music and you have all these different tracks, and I've got my drums on this track 1, I've got my singing vocals on track 2, I've got the guitar on track 3, and within the program that's you're dealing with those tracks with, you can take out a track, you can mute a track, you can manipulate it so that that track only comes in on this, 8th measure or whatever, right? You can control it. That's what they do on TV with that fake, stupid laugh. Sounds like a little audience is there, maybe consists of about 10 people or so, maybe 15. Sometimes all of them laugh, sometimes half of them laugh, sometimes 3 or 4 laugh, to give you the illusion that there's people there laughing at that particular moment, and if all those people are laughing, why aren't you laughing? That's what the cue is for. It's like a cue card, so to speak. And laugh. People at home, you should be laughing too. And laugh. People at home, you should be laughing too. Why in the hell is it necessary for any TV show to have a fake laugh in there anyways? Does it make you feel better when you're watching it? Like, oh, other people are laughing, so now I feel better or something. Or what the hell is that? This is so disturbing. And think about it. Now, this isn't something new. This has been going on for a long time. Seinfeld's been out for God knows how long. They're not even making that show anymore. And at least that show was pretty funny. But they have the fake laugh there. They have the fake laugh everywhere. Every TV show you turn on that's some kind of sitcom, one way or the other, you're going to get that stupid fake laugh to cue you when you should be laughing. I would like to see someone create a sitcom, the same kind of garbage that's out there now, except leave the laugh out just to see how people respond. Like they'll feel like something's missing. Like, oh, I don't like that show. I don't like that show. Why not? It's the same as the other show. Matter of fact, they're using the same setups and skits as the other show. You probably wouldn't recognize why you didn't like it. Oh, the fake laugh was missing, and my brain's been programmed for so damn long to hear that stupid laugh, and I would sometimes laugh along with it, again, because I was being programmed not even knowing it, and now it's missing. Oh, well, I don't know when to laugh. I don't know when something's funny. I lost that critical thinking ability to laugh when I think something's funny. I mean, who knows where this could lead to. So, I actually copied it, or recorded it last night, with my same camera I do my videos with, except I purposely did not aim the camera exactly perfectly at the TV. I just caught the bottom piece of the TV, because I didn't want you to lose focus and watch the stupid sitcom and turn on into a zombie state while I'm trying to educate, or at least make a video to bring some things to your attention. I don't want you zoning out on the stupid sitcom like we all do and start drooling when I'm trying to teach. So I just gave you a little piece, little tiny part of the TV, so that you couldn't focus on whatever was on the screen, but you could at least hear what was going on in the screen. And you're going to hear, when I play this, you're going to hear that stupid laugh over and over and over and over. And you're gonna realize how stupid is that, and number 2, why are people trying to tell me when I'm supposed to laugh? Who the hell do they think they are trying to tell me at what part of this show that I feel is funny that I should laugh? They're telling me, no, you need to laugh every time we laugh, or else you're the oddball, because as you can hear, there's a bunch of people laughing. Why aren't you laughing? What in the hell is that needed for? What is the purpose of that? It drives me crazy. I mean, it drives me nuts. You hear that crap. An average person, how many videos have you seen of people on YouTube talking about this? I don't think I've ever seen one. There might be some out there, but I've never seen any. I've never spoke to anybody in person, family, friends, anybody, that ever brought this up and said, that's kind of dumb. Why do they do that? Or whatever. Maybe they like it. Yeah, it's cool. I wonder why they do that. Whatever the reason, no one even talks about it. It's just part of the show. It's part of the television programming. Program you when to laugh, when to think, when to jump, when to get up, when to do. That's all it's about. That's why I don't watch that much television at all. There's very few shows that I will watch, period. And I think to myself, why do I even have most of the cable channels? I could probably get by with like basic cable for what I watch, but at the same time, the difference in price and stuff, it's just not even worth messing with. Might as well have the basic package and leave it at that. Comes with the internet and stuff anyway. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. And you know, the disturbing part of this is that it's not like it's some highly advanced alien or some other being from somewhere else. He's not human. He has no vested stake in, you know, like we do with each other. Okay, he's taking advantage of us, and we just kind of figured it out. We caught on, but he's really highly intelligent, and we're not. So shame on him for doing that to us. No. Nothing to do with an alien. These are other human beings at the same level as us, because we're human beings, taking advantage of other human beings. Have you ever seen a bee colony where a bee or several bees within the colony took advantage of the rest that were stealing the honey? Never. They all pitched in 100%. Complete, perfect, working in harmony community. Kind of like Pastor Dowell's place. You ever seen a colony of ants warring with each other and fighting over dead bee carcasses and grasshopper crap? No. They're all out there working. Some of the bigger guys, they make a bridge for the little guys carrying the stuff. They help out. It's 100% community service to the community, the ant community. So here I am comparing insects, which most people would step on and not even think twice about that even bothering you. Yet they have it down in a sense. Maybe they're not technologically advanced like us, because they certainly aren't building mini computers down there, right? Yeah, okay. But living on this planet and just living and doing things, man, have they got it down pat. Freaking silly, stupid little insects, right? But then again, why should I call them the silly, stupid little insects? I think there's a silly, big, stupid insect that needs that name more appropriately, and that would be human beings, generally speaking. Because a lot of times you can take even an average human being who could listen to everything that I say and, yeah, I agree with that guy. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, I never thought about some of these things he's bringing up. This guy's pretty good, whatever. And they'll understand how life sucks living as a, quote, peasant, because there's an elite out there and they're making your life miserable and everything else. But that same person, if the elite were to take them in somehow and give them a great paying job, phenomenal pay, completely better lifestyle than they've ever had, don't think for 1 second that they'd throw my videos away in a heartbeat and completely change their mind and think of all the stuff that I talk about is now crap and I'm stupid and I'm a dumbass. And they've got it. They've been blessed because they've got a great lifestyle. They're getting a high paycheck. They're loving life. They would throw out all these things, all these principles and stuff I talk about. They'd throw that all out in a second. Why? Because that's human nature. Now, not everybody's going to do that. Pastor Dowell, people that are living with him, they ain't going to do that. But the average, even well above average amount of people on this planet would turn on a dime to take that lifestyle and whatever came with it and then look back at their own peoples and say, you know, screw that, I don't like that lifestyle. They're on their own, don't contact me no more, I'm not your friend anymore. I've got a new lifestyle, I've got new friends, people in high places, I'm loving life, I've been blessed. And they'll still throw that word out there, I've been blessed, as if that's really true. So, are we really the most intelligent thing on this planet? That's the question. And before you answer that, you have to define intelligence. Is intelligence creating an automobile, creating a computer, creating an airplane? Is that intelligence? I don't know. Possibly, yeah. But is that the full definition of it? Because I would like to refer you again back down to the ant colony and the bee colonies and just insects in general. They live with each other, they help each other, nobody's more important than the other person. Even though the ants and the bees have a queen, oh yeah, they do, there's a queen down there, yeah. But her job is to sit there on her fat butt every minute, every second, whatever, produce a new baby, produce a new baby, produce a new baby. Yeah, but her little servants come in and feed her, yeah. Would you like, how else can she produce a baby every second or however quick it happens? If she had to stop and go outside and get something to eat, you know, right. Don't give me that nonsense. Everybody is equal in these colonies. End of story. The queen's job is solely to reproduce babies, and everyone else's job is to bring in food for the colony. Everybody's happy, everybody's working in harmony. What you see on this planet, by far, is not harmony in any way, shape, or form, in any subject. There's not harmony with all the people on the earth. Simply because of multiculturalism alone, you couldn't work in harmony. Much less people of your same color taking advantage. You rich white men taking advantage of other white men and white women, and, in other words, you can't get any closer to that. They're white people. And then you have black people taking advantage of black people. White people taking advantage of all colors. Look at Barack Obama. He's taking advantage of all of us. Look at some of the white senators. Whatever. They're taking advantage of all of us. So race doesn't play a factor here. Everybody basically is a peasant to these people. So anyways, I wanted to share that story with you, and I'm now going to play this stupid video for you to see what the hell I'm talking about, and you will think to yourself, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about. And it is pretty disturbing when you hear it over and over and over again, especially when you're not focused on the TV and you're like looking away. Just listen, which is why I aim the camera down. Just listen. How many times within a span of about a minute and a half did you hear that stupid laugh? Which is pretty damn disturbing. Talk to you later.
What's going on? Why are Mom and Dad acting like a bunch of 4-year-olds?
Justin, I have no idea. I mean, it couldn't have had anything to do with the kid food spell I put in their breakfast.
Cooties! Cooties!
Kiss.
You think it had nothing to do with the spell?
Nah.
Really?
Now that you ask me twice, I'm getting my suspicions.
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to fix this mess. Just like always.
No, you don't. I'm the one who's gonna be the family wizard, not you.
Okay, family wizard. Fine. Good luck with it.
Max did it. What? Dude, I swear it wasn't me. I was talking to you the whole time. You saw me, right? Okay, there she is. Now remember, you're my parents, Grant and Linda. You're both British. You are a ballerina, and you were a fighter pilot in the Royal Navy.